I'm doing speaking engagements and podcasts that bring transformation. My signature topic, helping visionaries. Let's really be honest. We all are visionaries. Visionaries reconnect, reinvent, and rise with confidence. We're all visionaries with our own personal dreams. It's just we forgot them when we started surviving. We threw it in the back seat. It's time to take that dream out of the back seat and put it in the passenger seat to look at it so we can keep going. Teaching individuals how to return to themselves, quiet the noise on the inside to find inner peace. Live boldly on your own terms, guiding through mindset shifts, emotional reliefs, and soul understanding, helping all of us navigate reinvention, rebirth, and set boundaries and rise into purpose with confidence. Hi, my name is Renetta Cheston, the owner and founder of Life Success Results LLC, Soul Igniter, Trauma Overcomer, Holistic Spiritual Strategist. I work with the whole being from my level of training and education, mind, spirit, soul, and body. I have a bachelor's and master's in healthcare to understand and comprehend mental and public health, massage therapy, Reiki and sound healing, holistic practitioner, where we pull out all the impurities from the rooter to the tutor. Human design practitioner, we go back to the beginning to find your original purpose. And then we come and we look at all the generational baggage and that trauma, and we begin to unpick it. When I was given a task of having uncomfortable conversations with others, I knew my path was going to be different and probably a little scarce of people. I didn't stop. I asked myself the uncomfortable questions every day to get out of old patterns. I do the work every day. It's not always pretty, but I wake up to confront the areas in me, in love, that need a facelift so I can keep going forward. What will you do? What are you afraid of losing? Is it that once you see that colonialism has played everybody, you won't know what to do when we're no longer clashing and fighting anymore? How about we find ways to have conversations that cause a pause to see life differently in all areas? This will cause us to quit blaming someone else for our problems and see where we might have truly missed it in ourselves. We can only meet people fully where we have met ourselves. Remember that next time you say you want real relationships. And let's break down this even further. Let's break this down even further. So, we have so many different sections in our populace, right? And we put labels on them. And whenever you put labels on someone, you bind them down. Like, this is the world. I'm glad I had this here. This is the world, right? But if I say you're this and you're the same thing as this, okay, these two people are the same thing, but I give them two different labels. So now this person doesn't like this person because of the label. That's what colonialism does. It gives you labels and it tells you this is who you are and this is how you're going to always be. And then when this person say, I don't like that label anymore and I try to change, this person is going to do everything to fight to get them to stay in this position. But this person don't like their title either. But they afraid of what's going to happen when they get out of the position of no longer living in the path that they was given. Oh, you're black, so this is the only way you can live. So then when they change your position, no, 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 no. You're changing your mask. Put your mask back on. And you're like, I don't want to wear the mask anymore. And they say, wait a minute, I need you to wear your mask because I'm not ready to take off mine. Fine, you can keep. And he says, I'm taking off my mask. You keep on your mask, but I'm going to find out what's going on in the rest of this world because this can't be just it. And I'm tired of being on the bottom. We have many adults who were never taught how to feel safe. I'm being commissioned to aid in the process of sharing how I overcame everything meant to keep me from coming into my true identity instead of wearing the mask that I was given at birth. and how it was perpetrated all through high school, all through school. Let's be honest. Elementary, preschool, elementary school, middle school, high school, and even working a 9 to 5. It was perpetuated constantly. This is your mask. Keep it on. Don't take that mask off. We need you. We need you to play the game. All the world is a stage, and we need you to play the part that we gave you. Don't you take off that mask and play your own part. When I decided to play my own part, I had to believe in myself and God. See, God is in me, but I had to find me first. See, God is in everybody's heart that was born of a woman. However, you get the opportunity to find out who you are. And once you're in the middle of finding out who you are, you run smack dab into God. We're taught that God is out here, but God is actually on the inside of us. And God is waiting to be tagged into every battle that you're having. Ephesians 6 says, we're fighting principalities, rulers of darkness, and spiritual wickedness in high places. We're not fighting flesh and blood. This is the negative thinking that has gone on for so long that it's the norm in society. And see, the powers that were have us fighting each other, right? And when we fight each other, we are expending energy that they get to use like Monsters Inc. Because we're fighting each other because of fear. And fear is what they use. Once we change our perspective and use another emotion and learn to control our emotions to where our emotions don't have us, we become different. This is when the negative thinking that has gone on so long in the norm of society, what is the Bible calls the multitude. The norm in society is called multitude in the Bible. So that means a multitude of thinking. This is what every ascended master fought against. The mindsets of us who complain but don't want to change, or they do want to change and don't know how to. And it causes a dip in the morale that most can't get out of because it's ancestral, or what we would call epigenetics. So to get out of it requires one to get uncomfortable, to get past the plateau of complacency. And this is how we've always done it. Because once you get past this is how we've always done it, you come up with new ideas. You come up with new innovations. You begin to use your own energy instead of giving it to someone else. There are some freebies and a link for my podcast with the Women's Leveling Up that was done and made. And you will also see 3 other links that was done in September, October, and this month of magazines that I was featured in. Look in the description below to find the things that truly light you up and leave everything else behind. I cannot wait to talk to you soon. Remember, I placed a link to my own personal bookstore. My books incorporate the essence of God. If you want to feel the presence of God, read In the Garden with the Father, Understanding True Intimacy. This book is a one-on-one conversation with me and God. I'm going to just read you a little bit. Be still and know who I am. Don't be tossed forward and backward by what others said. Whose report are you going to believe? Choose this day whose voice you will follow. Oh my God. And then I also have 2 other books, Befriending the Shadow, Unshakable Peace, Unstoppable Change. Both of those books, I deem those shadow activity books because of the shadow work books that were out here were black and they didn't give anything for my inner child to work with. So God said, make it. So I said, say less. So you get a word of knowledge, then you get an exercise, then you get a shadow question. Not so nice, but a shadow question allows you to look at yourself in the mirror. Once you look at yourself in the mirror, you can see the real you. Then you get a color page. That color page is basically a color page, and it's going to seem trivial, but God asked me to keep it between the age of 5 and 10 because most inner childhood wounding happens between the age of 5 and 10. And by the age of 7, it is solidified unless somebody comes and assists by the age of 10. So you're going to see the coloring page, and God said it's going to be a myriad of emotions once you see the color. Then the fifth thing you're gonna get is 4 pages of sketching, drawing, doodling, whatever you want to do. And you have 22 chapters per book. There's notebooks and journals for all coloring